mathematics, we are looking at what we call currency exchange rates. Currency exchange rates. They are normally tested in exams. Let us go through this one and then you go and practice. Number 1. A Kenyan bank buys and sells foreign currency as shown below. A Kenyan bank buys and sells foreign currencies as shown below in this table. So you have 1 sterling pound buying in Kenya shillings, 135.50, selling in Kenya shillings, 135.97 in Kenya shillings. $1 buying in Kenya shillings is 72.23 and selling in Kenya shillings is 72.65. Learn. We have a question here. We are told that a tourist arrived in Kenya with $5,000. He arrived in Kenya with $5,000, which he converted to Kenya shillings upon arrival. He spent 214,500 Kenya shillings. After converting, he spent this amount and converted the remaining. So there was some remaining. He converted the remaining Kenya shillings into sterling pounds. How many sterling pounds did he receive? How many sterling pounds did he receive? Learner. We go to the first sentence. A tourist arrived in Kenya with $5,000, which he converted to Kenya shillings upon arrival. He converted this foreign currency into Kenya shillings. He went to the bank to convert this foreign currency into Kenya shillings. What will the bank do? Will it buy or sell? There is a formula here, learner. I'm sure you have come across this. We talk of if you want to convert foreign into Kenya shillings. Foreign, let me use capital F for foreign, into Kenya shillings, like that. If you want to convert foreign currency into Kenya shillings, what does the bank do? What does the bank do? It buys. We write a capital B. The bank buys. We call it FKB. Some people call it, these are acronyms that help us to remember how to handle the problems. Some people call it 4K BOO. 4K. Some people call it 4K. Foreign, converting them to Kenya shillings, the bank buys, or FKB, whichever you find easier. And therefore, let us convert these $5,000 into Kenya shillings. So we go to this row here for US dollars. We say $1, Lana, $1, the bank will buy it at what? We go to the buying column. $1, the bank buys, FKB, buys at Kenya shillings 72.23. Yes, it buys it at that. Therefore, what about 5,000 US dollars? 5,000 US dollars, Lana. You multiply 5,000 times 72.23. What will you get? How many Kenya shillings are these? If you multiply that out, you get 361,000, then 150. So he now has the what? The money in Kenya shillings. Then we are told that he spent Kenya shillings 214,500 and converted the remaining into sterling pounds. When he was in Kenya, he spent shillings 200, let me write it nicely. He spent shillings 214,500. And so what is the remaining amount of money in Kenya shillings? What is the remaining? What do? You subtract. To get the remaining, you subtract. If you subtract that, Lana, you'd get what? Kenya shillings. The remaining is Kenya shillings 146,650. And therefore, this is the money that he now converted to sterling pounds. This is the Kenya shillings that he converted to sterling pounds. So how did he convert these Kenya shillings into sterling pounds? Lana, another formula here. If you have Kenya shillings and you want to convert them into foreign currencies, the bank does what? The bank sells. We call it KFS. We call it KFS. Other people call it KFOSE. An acronym, KFOSE. Kenya Foreign the Bank Sales, or KFS. Again, whichever that you find easier, you can use it. And therefore, let us convert this into sterling pounds. Kenya shillings into sterling pounds. Kenya shillings into sterling pounds. We go to a sterling pound. 1 sterling pound, Lana. 1 sterling pound. 1 sterling pound. The bank sells it at what? 1 sterling pound. You go to the selling column. KFS, selling column. The bank sells it at 135.97. Now, what about 146,650 Kenya shillings? The equivalent to how many sterling pounds? So how many sterling pounds, therefore, would be equivalent to Kenya shillings 146,650, Lana? What do? You just cross multiply like that and you divide by 135.97. Cross multiply. So you talk of 146,650 and then you divide by 135.97. So if you work this out, Lana, you should get about 1,078 .55 sterling pounds. Sterling pounds. Good. So that is the answer. So Lana, the most important thing when you come to these problems to do with exchange rates is to know the formula. KFB, foreign converting into Kenyan shillings, the bank buys, or for cable. If you have Kenyan shillings and they are to be converted into foreign currency, the bank does what? The bank sells. KFS or KFOSE. And therefore, with that, Lana, go and do more practice. I wish you all the best. Bye-bye.